Please break the cycle of ignorance by sharing this video. The more you share, the more they know. You can see that our enemies are at work. They're making sure that the video is blocked. That's how you know you're doing the right thing. You know you're doing the right thing when somebody put that much energy to make sure that this thing does not get across. So once again, we do want to thank our food soldiers that break this thing down away from the social media and share it amongst our people. We appreciate the work that you're doing. Thank you so much. So let's take a look at our take-home points or points because we have so many of them. Ahead of 2023 elections, Ninas has warned on the of dangers of plunging into further national elections under this disputed 1999 constitution. Because we keep telling you guys that all you're doing is re-roping yourself, revalidating the criminality against you, the treason against you, like my sister has mentioned. If you go through election, whether they come in the form of St. Peter, St. Obi, St. Ndemore, St. Abraham, St. Ihan, they are not going to, you will be at the losing end. Your suffering will worsen. You think this is bad? It will worsen so much that by the time you go to use the restroom and come out, something that you prized before you went to the restroom would have added a whole lot of money. You can see the amount of instability that we have in the economy. Do not allow this criminal enterprise. Do not allow them to take you to any further elections until this fraud called 1999's constitution is taken down. We can see now that Nigeria is stuck. Nigerians are stranded. There is no other viable pathway to redemption for all sides other than for us to do what? Make a U-turn as outlined by Nina's 5-point propositions. They may come on a rise and tell you social construct, social power, social cohesion. All they're saying is that do what Nina's asked you to do. For those of you that don't understand, follow what Nina said, to give the people life. Life abundantly that your fake churches keep promising they will never come the way of our people. Only a U-turn. What do we mean by U-turn? Unconditional surrender to Nina's union reset process will save the system from comprehensive defeat. Because you guys are already on a sinking ship. The water line is coming up. It's just a matter of time that you will have to go to the bottom. The strength and the solutions are already within us, like we mentioned before, and we are just available waiting to activate it. It's not that serious. It's not that complicated. It's not that hard. We know the right things to do. We have to summon the courage to do it. For those of you waking up in the middle of the night, going to churches, all these religious activities, or here somebody said I should stop calling names, all these religious activities that ties you down from recognizing the one common thing, the one common theme of what is holding you down. You must let go of it. Political space, pull down the unitary constitution and ask for transition now. Transition now for union renegotiation, union reconfiguration, so that we can get to true federalism. Is that difficult to us? They will come out and call it all sorts of names, whatever they want to call it in order to get credit. We need to take it down. And for those of you that are questioning our calling out those that don't want to give a name, to call a thing, to call out people that have been shouting in the wilderness for the past 23 years, you want us to let any criminal come out and give it their own name, where you know who is the owner of the property. And you tell us, it's okay now, you better stop that African nonsense. The last time you will check, every time somebody causes trouble, instead of you guys to get the troublemaker and deal with the troublemaker, you want to tell the person that is offended, oh, don't react the way you react.
My dear, it's not even
We
African.
are not going to take that.
It's not even African, my dear. Our ancestors did not do like that.
We are not going to take that.
Yeah.
Whoever that came up with that, oh, Sola, it's okay, it's your brother. No, go and hold on to the stupid brother and tell him you cannot watch him.
It's church. It's church that brainwashed them. Our ancestors are like, ancestors, they will tell you truth as it is. That's what our ancestors will do. It's church that brainwashed them into that.
So what do we need to do? Join us to push the truth so that light can come through, so that truth can prevail. prevail over lies and light over darkness in all of our existence. In our religious spaces, we must stop killing our people physically or through poverty by embracing this proposition. In economic space, we must stop copying colonial economic strategies, policies, and theories and seek for local alternatives. In terms of information, media, and educational spaces, we must stop running unproductive whitewash curriculum that leave our so-called educated people misinformed and uninformed. And then finally, in our territorial spaces, we must decolonize our ancestral lands. Once again, in our territorial spaces, we must decolonize our ancestral land and embrace our ancestors. Like my sister said, there's a reason why we are set up upon that land, that it is filled with milk and honey, because that's where it is. Because the criminals are stealing it and telling us that this is the milk and honey on the other side. When they are over there stealing the milk and honey. So join us, Ninas, United for Freedom. We are here for people to receive freedom and receive it abundantly. I don't know how people with 20 billion followers are not preaching it. They are not interested, because if they preach this, they are going money will go down. So you will never hear any of this from them. And then they will pay the media to make sure that it doesn't go out. So that you remain ignorant and be wasting your time in your churches, calling your husband devil when you are the devil indeed. Dragging your children around in an environment that is not even good for them in the name of religion. So we ask for transition now. Our announcements, as usual. Our sister is constantly online, teaching our people, I think, every day now, if I'm not mistaken. She's also writing articles. So subscribe to her articles so that you can get that weekly articles. It helps to reformat your brain. It helps to allow you to see things from different perspectives. Run away from these criminals writing books in churches. You have to buy their books. You have to buy their CDs. You have to buy their online subscription. You have to buy all of this. Why they put Jericho in their head?
Lies.
Go and listen to our sisters and learn more. And of course, we want to remind our people that the work is ongoing. But it's not going. We are not using water from our private parts. We don't do voodoo. It's not water from our private part that is funding this thing. Somebody is bringing money, funding it. So from time to time, in order for you to ask, how can you help? Since you're not able to run the campaign, at least can you bring your monetary donations? Call that number, reach out. We are all on WhatsApp. Reach out and see what role you can play. The good thing about what we are doing is that we are not asking for $5 million. No. And we are not asking for, if it's $1, you say, oh, I have $1. Imagine the money that you're giving to your criminal churches.
Oh.
If you put it into this, we would have ended this campaign for the longest time.
Absolutely.
So even if it's $1 a month, that's all it's okay. 10 cents a month, because now we are like white people, they say bring $3, we'll take care of this child for 21 days. Whatever you can do to help this project, please, please, please. And even if we are done, you don't have access to this number, you can reach us on Facebook, you can reach us on YouTube, you can reach us on Instagram, you can reach us on X, any of those. If you're really interested in paying into or sowing the seed, talk about sowing seed. This is where you should be sowing seed so you can see it grow. And we want to thank our people, those that are going crazy on this campaign.
Yes.
Please bear with us. We are still producing. The first batches went out quickly than we imagined. So because of that, we are kind of like, still struggling. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. We are not going to apologize for who you are or who we are. Yeah. We refuse to say it. We are not going to hide it. We are not going to say, oh, these people are too proud. Yes, you got that right. We are very proud people, so don't mess with us. That's why we look you eyeball to eyeball and talk about what we want to talk about. Yep. We are not neither hot or cold, neither there nor there. Black or we're not black or white. We are Zurukeme.
Yes.
We're not hiding.
Yes.
So the same way we want you to be proud of who you are.
Yes. Yes.
Be proud of who you are, but what you are not gonna do is to make me feel some type of way because I'm a proud Igbo woman. I'm a proud Igbo mom. You don't get to do that anymore. Okay?
Mm-mm.
So thank you, brothers and sisters. We are working on it. Give us time. We'll be sending out these orders as we get them. You know, good thing is that we have this for our little ones. We want our little ones to be proud of who they are. My little niece nephew wore his Pradibo boy the other day, and it was the talk of his classroom. So
Yeah.
that's the way we do. They were like, "What is Igbo? What is Igbo?"
Mm-hmm.
Explain what is Igbo. Okay, if you want, go get yours. So we'll continue this campaign until our enemies understand that we are who we are, and you are not going to give us identity crisis because we are going to accept ourselves.
And then they can feel free to make these things by yourself. Feel free to take the designs from our show and go reproduce and mass produce and give to people and sell to people. Do whatever you want to do with the design. We don't care. Let it spread out. Let the love go around.
Let the love go around. That's it. That's how you do it. We're not here to take anything from anyone. So thank you guys so much for today. We know this is not our usual topic, but we have to discuss this because this is what's holding our people down. You're
Yeah.
telling them the constitution is a problem. They're telling you open heaven. You're
Mm.
telling them constitution is a problem. They're flying from Houston to go and meet Obiko in a village. You're telling
Mm.
them constitution is a problem. That's why we don't have security. They are looking for money now to buy security so they can sneak in on this during December and show off their new outfits. And we're saying it's not sustainable. So until next week, brothers and sisters, remain safe. With lots of love, please continue to share, like, and subscribe. Do all these things to get this information to our people and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
Bye.